into your reading for the week of the 21st to the 27th of February, 2022. Hopefully you guys have had a good week so far. I do have these drawn out already because I started a video and I had to stop it because my son was crying and it was very, very distracting and I was just like not getting in the zone. So I'm going to restart. The overall essence here is the Ace of Swords. Hopefully you guys can see this. It's definitely coming into a realization or some sort of epiphany, gaining clarity on some sort of thought or idea that's going to help you move forward in life. So there's some sort of decision being made here that's it's going to come in the form of mental clarity. So you may actually receive some kind of download, or you may actually receive a communication of something of some sort that's going to plant the idea or essentially bring a new perspective towards something so that you can actually move forward on it. But this is, the aces are always new beginnings, and that's kind of like what I'm feeling here. So that's actually a really great card to have, especially like we all want clarity. You know, if you've been kind of feeling like you haven't had clarity, that card is coming in here to tell you you are going to get that clarity. All right, Six of Pentacles and the Moon card. So basically right off the bat, I'm getting, so the Six of Pentacles always represents giving and receiving. So coming into some sort of balance or harmony within your finances. And it looks like you may have been having a sort of a hard emotional time when it comes to this. It's like, because the moon represents our shadows. It represents things that are hidden and that need to come to the light. The next card in the sequence is the Sun card, which brings out illumination. It gives you feelings of vibrancy, but it looks like you've been kind of deep diving into, you know, your subconscious mind, even like maybe having some deep thoughts, which, you know, can be a pretty emotional period. And especially if it's like, if you're having some sort of maybe negative attachment towards money, and initially this card actually came out reversed, but I don't really read reversals. So it's either you are going, like, you have been trying to hide something, or something has been hidden from yourself or your subconscious in regards to money. This is kind of tricky to me because these two cards don't normally come out together. So it definitely feels like there's something that needs to come to light in regards to finances or give and take of relationships. So, you know, if you feel like you haven't been giving enough time or energy towards some sort of relationship or endeavor, and maybe the clarification card will help out with this. You know, it's basically saying you need to give back more. Or if you have been giving too much of yourself, and this is attached to some sort of negative pattern of yours, and that's kind of like one of your shadow aspects as well. It's basically saying that open yourself up to receiving back what you've been given, or what you've been giving to others, whether it's money or time, your time and energy. And that's basically like that was in the recent past, but I usually read those as like it's still affecting the current time. Yeah, so something's definitely being shined on your inner self, and it's in regards to giving and receiving. Next is the current energy spot. Moving into the week, we have the Ten of Wands and the Fool card. Yeah, so that's actually really cool to have, because this is saying that while you have had burdens, you have had a lot of responsibility, and things have seemed kind of heavy, and you've been on a long journey, you're coming to the end of that, because what's after is a new fresh start. That's what the Fool represents. So it's like you've been on this journey. It's like you're coming to the end of that cycle. You know, it's your load is about to be lightened, and that's the best message I can get from this. You are about to embark on something new. You're about to feel much more vibrant, free, and fresh, and that's what this card is representing. Interesting. So I'm getting, so this is in the coming spot, the Devil card and the Nine of Wands. So it definitely looks like to me something is going to happen that's going to bring awareness to those negative patterns or addictions even, that has had a hold over you for quite some time. Because I mean, the Nine of Wands to me represents, you know, you've it's been there. It's like you've been doing this for a long time, and now it's like you're going to start to become more aware of it. And when you become more aware of these cycles of yourself, because I mean, there's a lot of cycles being broken here. It makes sense considering, you know, especially if it's some sort of addiction, and it's not. It doesn't have to be drugs, but it definitely can be alcohol, social media, binge watching TV, just any form of escaping reality, or perhaps even in a relationship. It's some sort of pattern or behavior that is undesirable, and you are becoming more aware of it. And the Nine of Wands is like you're essentially going to stand up for yourself. You have the ability to do so and say enough is enough. This is my final stand. I'm not doing this anymore. Which is great. Something that, you know, if that resonates with you, it's definitely going to be a positive outcome, and the way I feel about it. Yeah, that's a great card to have on that. Ooh, okay, so interesting. All right. So over the Six of Pentacles and the Moon, we had the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, maybe there is definitely something going on here with money, because the Four of Pentacles, it can represent stability with money. However, I'm more drawn to him holding on to it. Like he is not willing to let go of his money. And so maybe that's exactly what is going on here, is like, because it came out reversed, it's talking about giving money. It's talking about giving finances. And it's like maybe you have this pattern or behavior of not wanting to like give back, basically. And because you just don't want to let go of your money, and you got some sort of negative attachment to it, which could stem from childhood issues, you know. And by the way, there is no judgment coming from me, no shame, no nothing. I'm just reading what I feel from the cards and what I see from it, and that's what I'm getting from this. Is like you're like that could be one of the behaviors that are going on here. But again, that's not necessarily a negative thing. I mean, it definitely can be, I guess, but it's more just like drawing awareness to those patterns that like probably you could be giving more of yourself, more of your essence, I guess. And money is part of your essence. You know, when you give money away, it takes an energy exchange to do that. You know, you feel it when you give money away. You definitely feel it when you get money too. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from that card there. So Three of Swords over the Ten of Wands and the Fool. So this new beginning that's going to happen, and you coming to this long road, it definitely seems like there's going to be some sort of loss in order for this new beginning to happen. By the way, if you hear any kids in the background crying, please disregard. They're kind of getting a little crazy right now. So I apologize if you do hear that. But don't be alarmed when you see this. But it does definitely represent some sort of loss coming in, and it might kind of sting a little bit. But ultimately, it's this release, because like what I'm getting from it is it's definitely going to help release you and create some sort of new beginning for you. All right, Three of Wands over the Devil and the Nine of Wands. So as I said, you are standing tall. You are noticing, becoming more self-aware. And essentially what's going to happen because of that, with noticing these behaviors and addictions of some sort, behaviors and patterns and cycles that aren't desirable, or being like coaxed into something, and you're saying, no, I'm done doing this. I'm done. This Three of Wands is basically saying you are going to attract new opportunities because you're doing that. You know, you're going to have new things coming to you. You're expanding your sense of self. You're expanding into something greater than you currently are. That's what this card represents. And that's basically what I'm getting from that. All right, so the heart cards. Employment change. Interesting. That's a new one. All right, so in the area of the heart, we have success and growth. And we have find balance. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be some sort of growth happening within the area of relationships. Um, if you're looking for something new, if you're looking to expand, either you're looking for something new or you are currently trying to expand on a current relationship, go with it because it's saying that that's going to help grow and nurture your heart center. There's a lot of growth in this card, and it's like this person's looking out, like seeing the work that he has put in, and essentially like that's going to create movement within himself and therefore his external reality. You're also getting find balance, and finding balance, this is more of a physical card, so find balance in how you give and receive yourself. This is very close to the Six of Pentacles, except it's more of like choosing what to put your time and energy into. You know, find a balance that's going to help you feel nurtured and not feel like you're overextending yourself towards something else. You know, whatever it is, relationships, job, you know, anything that's going to keep your heart more at peace and balanced. All right, abundance. We have positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Yeah, so what this is saying is like no matter what happens moving forward, because it looks like there could be some sort of loss happening, and I'm not saying it's a person, definitely can be. I am kind of getting that vibe. However, it's just a loss it's going to kind of stab you in the heart a little bit. But ultimately, the Three of Swords also represents healing. So while it may sting initially, you're going to move through it. You're going to realize the fresh start that's becoming of it, and you're going to wind up looking back and saying, I'm glad this happened. So I'm just saying, keep the faith that everything is working out in your best interest. And that's what I'm getting from that card. All right, we also got employment change. This is the first time I've drawn this card from any sign so far. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction. With positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose, trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Okay. I just had a hit. All right. You know, sometimes like that's why sometimes I talk and it comes through to me as I'm talking. I'm wondering if this loss is connected to a job, because if this card came out with employment change, I've actually lost my job a couple of times and it stings. But the thing is like you're being opened up to something so much better. You're gonna wind up being given being given what you're actually more like what you feel you're actually worth, and your status is going to change too. So that's actually a really cool card, and it definitely makes sense with this because yeah, that's awesome. Actually, sorry, I'm just like I got tingles whenever I was talking about it. Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution, right? So what I'm feeling from this is like you are coming into a place of harmony, balance, and resolution. And I know that's the key words there, but the resolution talks about something resolving itself that may have been a current problem, especially in regards to what's actually going on in the reading right now. It's that, you know, once you move through this loss and letting go of that which no longer serves you, it's going to help bring in harmony. And that's going to also like elevate your emotions too, because they coming to like Pleiadians. By the way, if you don't know what Pleiadians are an extraterrestrial race that reside in the Pleiades constellation, and they're known to be a very benevolent species that are very much attuned to love and higher vibrational emotions, and they're very well connected to each other. They have respect and just complete love for one another. And so what this is saying is like your emotions are being elevated. You're healing through this loss, and you're going to wind up coming back into harmony because of that. Because you may have been out of like harmonic resonance with yourself, with everything that's been going on. All right, next one is the Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. So the alchemical process of any manifestation is like the energy is transforming or transmutation basically. And what it's saying is divine alchemy. So there's definitely things that are going on behind the scenes. You're being divinely guided. You're being divinely supported. And essentially, like, this is in alignment with where you are meant to go. The green to me is representing heart-centered. And, the cosmic ordering part is talking about how this is like part of your divine plan, the things that you have been going through to help elevate your life. And once you move through this period of coming back into harmony, you are going to be consciously manifesting things. You're becoming more self-aware. I keep saying that, and I feel like that's definitely a key phrase here. So, yeah, Emerald Tablet activation. Like, the Emerald Tablets are, it was created by an Atlantean god named Thoth, and Thoth is like the god of like wisdom. And so he's very much into activating our inner wisdom that's going to help alchemize your process, your transmutation of moving into a higher vibrational experience. And that's basically what I get from that too. So I like these cards because they go deep. They get to the spiritual aspects of life. And that's what I was saying. I was like, these cards are my spiritual development cards. It tells me what's going on in your life, spiritually speaking, which... You look at, anything can be spiritual. Everything is spiritual in nature, but the deep parts, the parts that relate to our evolution consciously. So anyway, Libra, hopefully you enjoyed and resonated with this. If you did, please like and or subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to grow and expand myself. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.